Hey guys, I wanted to show you the updated version of my writer's index box for the story that I'm working on. And I've added some cool new things to it. Um, and by the way, before I go any further, I want to thank those who asked some questions and made comments and contributed ideas in the original video. Go back and look at it. Put a link to it in the below, and then you can see what ideas other people have had for this. And anyway, so as I promised you guys, this is an updated version of what I've done. I have added the necessary to-do section. Have you noticed when you write down things that need done for your story, it's so easy to lose them? Well, this solved the problem because I lose stuff all the time. And so anyways, the to-do also has comments. You can see here I've got a backstory comment that I've made and everything. And here come the characters. Now, this to me is the biggest thing I've done with the whole thing. Originally, I just threw the character cards behind there and then I put them in the order. In a sense, I think I had them in the order of appearance originally. Anyways, I thought, no, there's just so much stuff that I can come up with on each one of these characters. I don't want to do that. It's just too hard to find it. So I broke them down into families of the two main families, which will be the Wiseman family and the Stolf family. And then I have my secondary characters here. So anyways, I got my characters tab, and then I got the Wiseman surname. And on this, and I haven't done it yet, is I'm going to write, because I don't fully know all the facts, but I'll have a brief summary of the Wiseman family from their time in Opak, Bavaria to present day or whatever. And then I've got Matt, his mom Liz, Uncle Bernie, who's a hoot, and I love this avatar that I came up with for Uncle Bernie, because it's just Uncle Bernie all the way. So anyway, I've got him, and then I've got Samantha, and Sam is our ghost. So then I've got my secondary characters. I've got Rosie, Wani Marone, and you see more on there. It's pronounced Marone. Think of the British comedy Keeping Up Appearances, where you have Mrs. Bouquet, who's the actual spelling is bucket, but she insists it's bouquet. So same thing with her, Wani Marone instead of moron. Okay, Mr. Ian Woon. If you are a huge NaNoWriMo fan, you will know who Mr. Ian Woon is. If you're not, then go look him up. You'll find him. Just do a Google search on it. And then there's the TSOD. TSOD stands for Traveling Shovel of Death, and that's also out of NaNoWriMo. And that's the Traveling Shovel of Death when he had his own playing card. And I've changed up how the Traveling Shovel of Death works. Look him up online and find out what his traditional use has been, and then I'm changing that traditional use. The Stolf family, who could be villains, could not be villains, you never know. I've only got the Hans family right there. And then I'll start breaking down. I've got names for everyone. I just have to mind map out how they play a role. And, that's going to grow as the story progresses. But anyways, and the same thing for all the characters. But that way, it's going to be a 3-book series. Each book is independent of the other, so it's not that style of 3-book series. But, as the character grows, I can keep adding in these under their own tab. And it's just, life is so much easier that way. And then I have a red herrings tab. Oh yes, red herrings. And that's going to be fun. And then I've got a spot for side stories. And the reason I have the side stories tab is because I'm also using a composition book, which I'll do another video of how my composition book works. And all the side stories that aren't character specific are going to be listed here along with their page numbers. And that way I have full access. And also, the side stories related to each character will be listed on a side story card and what page number to find in this in the composition notebook. Okay, and then here with the synopsis I had it before, but instead of writing things out on index cards, I've also got them on folded paper, just stuff it back there. That's the other great thing about using this index card. If you find things, you can just stuff it in there. Doesn't matter what it is, just stick it. Okay, and then weather, because weather plays an important part because I'm dealing with ghosts and different types of ghosts. The weather when dealing with ghosts can be very important. Thunderstorms can create activity, that type of stuff. And then I'll have, using chaoticshinies.com, if you go to her site, she's got a spot where you can go through and produce weather and stuff. Okay, and then another one is ghost facts. Yes, because I have different types of ghosts that I'm dealing with. And the last one that I've added that's new is history tidbits. It is so much easier to just grab here a card or whatever on this and look for what's inside. This is just essential to be able to look at the history tidbits rather than having to pull out the Writer's Guide to Life in the 1800s or Life during the Civil War. Those type of things. I mean, I would rather just go to the history tidbits, sort through what I have. And, you know, at some point, if I see it necessary, which I don't right now, I can break this down into home, clothing, you know, that type of stuff. But I think I'm going to save that for another story that I've got going on the side. And that's it. And then all of this, if you notice, everything in this box has to do only with the story itself. I took out and removed the other stuff, which is my little thesaurus that I'm making. Sequels, contacts, production, promotion, and resources, which has nothing, well, it has stuff to do with the book, but this is more along the business end of it. And editing or whatever. It's not the direct story itself. And I just don't want that distracting me inside my box, so I gave it its own box. And then I have the third box, which is just simply to hold, hold on. It's just simply there to hold cards of various colors. And I didn't know until this week that there's index cards that are graph ruled. So those are going to be extremely helpful in making maps and mind mapping and just keeping things leveled out. But something I wanted to show you, if you're interested in using the Writer's Index box, is and using the index card dividers. Make sure when you get one, find the index card tab dividers first, okay? And then stick them inside of a box and make sure it's going to close without smashing your tabs. Because if you look here, you'll see that, let me see here, yeah, see how much higher this is than this box? And if I close this lid, the index cards almost touch the top. And you know, yeah, see that? See how much higher this is than that box? It's a mess. And that's outside measurements. Inside measurements are smaller. So make sure that the tabs will fit inside your box when you go to do this. And here's another example. See how much smaller this is? There's no way those tabs will work. So anyway, so that's an updated version of the box, and I want to do another video showing how I use the composition notebook with the index box. And between the two, I can tell you now, it's helping make my story a whole lot better. I'm much more organized, and the more organized you are, the easier it is to think through things. So anyways, that's it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have ideas on how to improve the box or how you use your box, or any questions at all, just put them in the comments below. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.